So here's a story about Trump that I just thought was interesting. Democrats demand U.S. agencies reveal how much they spend at Trump businesses. Okay, so here's what's going on, basically. What happens is Donald Trump likes to go on vacation. He likes to visit people who aren't in the White House, like his family, who's in Trump Towers over in, I believe, New York. Okay? Now, in fact, when he's traveling in general, he tends to stay on Trump property that he owns. Now, because he's president, Secret Service has to follow him, some amount of military has to follow him, other important people do have to follow him to try and hold conferences and things like that. And because of that, they need rooms, and those cost money. They need food, that costs money. And because they are government agencies, those are usually paid for by tax dollars. In one way or another. Maybe not directly, but they're still using their paycheck for it. Meaning it is still paid through by tax dollars. Now, all of that money is going to Donald Trump because if you remember during the campaign, he didn't give up his businesses and put into a blind trust like someone like Jimmy Carter did. What he did do was he put it into his family, who he talks to regularly. That's one of the reasons he goes to Trump Towers, to see his family. Okay? Now, we do not know how much government agencies have spent doing this. We do not know how much money Trump has made doing this. Now, granted, Trump is already being paid $400,000 a year, although he did say early on in his presidency that he was only going to take a salary of $1 a year. And honestly, with things like this, I bet you he's making at least 10 times that at this point. I bet you he's making at least $4 million. In fact, I'm gonna say, I bet you at this point, by the end of his presidency, he'll have made over $10 million in this. At least. The actual amount is probably closer to about $20 million, but we don't know. So I just have to sit here and guess, like, maybe 10 million, maybe 20 million, who knows? And we should know. We need transparency as to where our tax dollars are going to. And for that matter, aren't Republicans all anti-government spending? Or anti-government unnecessary spending? This is unnecessary spending. They're using it to give Trump more money in his businesses. He is using the White House as an opportunity to increase his business. That's it. I'm Ephrom, and good night.